Hey guys, Jess with Gnome Wreath. We are back and we're in real time, no voiceovers. It's been a busy time. It's the most wonderful time of the year, but it's a busy time too. All right, so we're gonna be using the same red and green ribbons that we used on our last wreath, except this base is a little bit different because it has like different tones. The other one just had only the metallic red and green plaid. This one has like lots of different ones in it, lots of Christmas feels. We have this 1.5 inch plain red canvas. We have the cutest little gnomies, as long as you don't call them gnomes, we're okay. This plaid and then this snowflake. So we're gonna be alternating with two 13-inch ribbons in each mesh bundle, I guess you can call it, okay? So we're gonna be putting these in. You guys will have to let me know in the comments if you guys have been liking the voiceovers lately. A little bit faster videos because I can't just sit there. The voiceovers are like a little rough for me. I like just talking to you guys in real time. I don't know. It's a little awkward for me to like watch a video of myself doing a wreath and like talking along with it, unless it's like fast. I don't know. It's just me. I don't know. Maybe it's you too. Let me know if you guys make content, if voiceovers are a little awkward. Let me know. I feel like, because when you do it in real life, you don't have the option to like stop and re-record it and, you know, see if your voice sounds weird or if you say something awkward. It just kind of is what it is. And you go with, you roll with the punches when you're doing it in real time. The voiceovers are a little funny to me, but it's okay. It's just part of the fun. So we're just putting these in. We're not opening up, we're not untwisting the pipe cleaners, I should say. We have them already open. We only twist them one time when we put the mesh in. So if you need to see that step, head back to our last video in this series. I just am really liking this red and green. I cut these ribbons at the same time as the last one, just because I originally wanted to do like an all gnome wreath, but then I really liked the way that it was red and green together. And I was like, you know what, let's do a touch of gnome in each one, right? So that's what we did. So we're just going through, we're making sure that all of our mesh is sticking up, making sure that all of our ribbons are facing out. If we see any frays, we can take care of those as we go. I mean, putting ribbon in is pretty quick anyways, but I just did a voiceover one and it was like, I don't know, almost 3 minutes, I think. And YouTube turned it into a short. And I was like, okay. I was hoping it was gonna be like a long form, but I guess 3 minutes isn't long form, so that's okay. Well, probably 3 minutes is long form. 2 minutes and some seconds is not. That's probably where they cut it off, I don't know. But we're just twisting the pipe cleaner a couple times and then folding it underneath. I wanted to say thanks so much to you guys for all the likes, comments, and subscriptions. We are almost at 2,500 subscribers, which is really exciting. When I started doing these tutorials, I wasn't sure that anyone would watch them. I was hesitant to start doing them because, you know, I'm the type of person that wants, you know, to do my very best. And I was like, you know, my table has some scratches on it, and my cutting mat is used. So I was like, things like that is what was keeping me from doing YouTube tutorials. Come on, guys. We can do better than that. Those are excuses. Looking back, that is an excuse. That's not like a legitimate reason. So, you know what? This wasn't meant to be a motivational speech at the moment, but it just kind of opens your eyes to like, you can do more. Sometimes you talk yourself out of things, and you know, sometimes you got to be brave and scared at the same time. You know, you don't know unless you try. So it's kind of how I was with selling wreaths. You know, I didn't think anybody would buy them. I didn't think they were worth anybody spending their money on them. And I think that's why I really try to put out my very best product every single time. So I'm like, I value you guys' money. I'm not like out there trying to, you know, overcharge anybody or anything like that. And I know that my wreaths are expensive. But you know what, honestly, a lot of that cost is the box and shipping. Because I was gonna make a post about this because I see a lot of wreath makers right now having all these Black Friday sales. And, you know, I'm not here to bad talk anybody, but I don't know how they afford to do that. I feel like my wreaths, I put them like as low as I can. There's not like a whole lot of wiggle room for me to do that. So I'm not sure how people are doing that, but I am going to offer, you guys are getting the first word. I am going to do a $10 off sale in my Etsy shop. And I mean, that's what I got. I incorporate the shipping cost into the cost of the item because Etsy has this rule where if you charge more than $6.99 for shipping, which sending a 24 by 24 by 6 box always costs, let's be honest, the box is practically more than $6.99 itself. But I mean, the cost of shipping a wreath is on average about $25. So I kind of incorporate the cost of some of that into the cost of my wreath, and I don't even incorporate the whole price. You know, for a long time I was just increasing the price of my items $15, and then just kind of eating the rest of the cost. And then shipping prices went up because of the holidays, so I had to increase that to like $18.99, and that still is not the cost of shipping a wreath with the box. The boxes cost like $6 a piece, between $6 and $8 a piece, and I get not the cheapest ones you can buy because I want it to be high quality. I don't want it to like get damaged in shipping. So I'm not buying like cheap, you know, but I'm also not buying like super expensive. Like I'm buying medium to upper, I would say, the cost wise, and the pounds per square inch or pounds per whatever crush thing or whatever, which is like how much pressure the box can handle before imploding. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is I will be offering a $10 off sale on my Etsy shop. You won't have to put any promo code. When it's live, it's live. I think I'm gonna put it through Sunday and into Monday. But I'm just saying, I guess I'm not sure what I'm saying. I'm saying the cost of shipping wreaths is very expensive, and the cost of boxes is expensive. So when you see somebody selling a wreath for like a certain amount and you think it's like, whoa, that's so much, they're trying to rip me off. I'm not trying to rip you off. I promise I'm not, and I'm not even making that much of a profit. Come on, guys. Anyways, off the soapbox. All right, so we're hopping up to the top. We're putting in our ribbons. Again, these are cut to 13 inches long. If you guys ever have any questions or anything like that, you can always message me or leave a comment. I always respond to the comments. And if you have even more questions, you know, you can hop over, find me on Facebook at Peekaboo Wreath. And I'm even more active on there than I am here on YouTube. So head on over and hang out. We got lots of friends over there, and everyone's super nice and helpful, and that's the way I like it. So we did use metallic green pipe cleaners to attach our mesh. I bought them at Dollar Tree. They're a little bit on the flimsy side, but they hold up and they match the mesh so well that I was even having a hard time finding the pipe cleaners when I was putting the mesh in. But yeah, so there is a wreath, not like just like this, but in the same color scheme already listed in my Etsy shop. I had such a good time making that one. I added like really quality ribbons for the bow, and the poinsettias that I put in there are luxury poinsettias. I've had them for years and I never used them because I was always like, you know, it's kind of like when you get something expensive and you're like, oh, I love it, but I'm afraid to, like shoes, you know, oh, I love them, but I'm afraid to wear them because I don't want them to get dirty. That's how I kind of was with those poinsettias. You know what? And YOLO, right? I don't know if people even say that anymore, but I used them and it's gorgeous. And I hope that people see that wreath and they think that it's worth it. All right, we're putting in our last set of ribbon in here. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe if you're liking this and you want YouTube to let you know when I post the next steps. Our next step is going to be the bow, and then we're going to be adding in our embellishments. So that's all. Usually it's about 4 steps of my wreaths. I'm a busy mom. A lot of you guys are busy too and don't want to sit through a whole wreath. So I'm leaving this open because I'm going to put my bow there, and we are all set. Not too shabby, less than 10 minutes. All right, I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.